memories all around.
Can you hear the silence?
Like the cold in my bones.
Can you see the bends and dents?
It's like faces and walls.
Always looking at me.
Like the phobia cold.
Makes you wanna scream.
It's overcrowded. My mind is racing. There's no way of escape. The thought of it is nauseating. Can you feel the terror? Where's all the pleasure? My sanity's at risk. I'm feeling so much pressure. Another is swelling in my head. From my third eye bringing too much dread. From this world and all its crazy-ish. Cause I'm losing it of free me. Just free me. Just free me. I say just free me. It's like roads paved with tar. Like they can't play my part.
They think that I can handle.
Like those vultures they wait.
I feel like helpless prey.
It's surreal what they say.
But I can stand what they fake.
It's overcrowded. My mind is racing. There's no way of escape. The thought of it is nauseating. Can you feel the terror? Where's all the pleasure? My sanity's at risk. I'm feeling so much pressure. Another is swelling in my head. From my third eye bringing too much dread. From this world and all its crazy-ish. Cause I'm losing it of free me. Say just free me. Just free me. I say just free me. Just free me. Let me live my life. Let me live my life. Or bring out monsters in me. Let me live my life. Let me live my life. Oh.
I say just free me.
From the voices swelling in my head. From my third eye bringing too much dread. From this world and all its crazy-ish. Because I'm losing it of free me. Just set me free. Just set me free. Won't you let me be free? Come on, Rosa, come on.
Another Tuesday afternoon. Welcome to it, everybody. This is Ekse Live. My name is Lama, and that was Peter Nips with Free Me.
I must say the music industry in 2029 is absolutely going to boom in South Africa. That performance is absolutely amazing. Kamlam Stelo J, better known as Ubut Flicky. We are taking you all the way up until 5 p.m. It's absolutely going to be an amazing show. It's a Tuesday. Thank you so much for choosing us to be a source of edutainment.
We are still available on those social media platforms that we like so much. It's Facebook, Ekse, on Cape Town TV. On Twitter, we are Ekse_live. You can call us on 021-448-0448. Now, let's tell you about Peter. He was born and raised in Pretoria, but wafumana uthando lomculo, right?
Yes.
Performing arts, wayofunda at National School of the Arts at Groundfontein, Gauteng. And then, ithando lakhe lomculo lamenza wayofunda at Drakensberg.
Yeah. He joined the Drakensberg Choir at a very young age. And right now he's residing in the US, but he always calls South Africa his home. I wonder, how do they pronounce his surname in the US?
I'm sure that they call it. They don't call it at all. Today on the show, we've got Mondemti from the Renaissance Man, South Africa. He runs fashion shows. He's always there. Yeah, Mondem.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sure you meet each
Yeah.
other
All the time.
All the time. So he's going to be telling us about styling people and about the fashion industry.
I love Lama's new look. It looks amazing on you, Lama. It looks amazing. Well, later on the show, we're talking all things Hairspray musical, which will be taking place at Artscape here in January. So if you're all about Inuele spraying your hair just like me, to make sure you stick around for that. We're absolutely going to be an amazing show. I cannot wait to entertain you guys.
You know how we do it. Either we go big or we go home, and today is no exception. We're going bigger and stronger. We're not alone in the building.
Sazi is here.
Sazi is also going to be joining us a little bit later on. We've got awesome music video. Questa, what's that song?
Vurvai.
That's what you can look forward to. But right now, we need to
Quick
take
breather.
a commercial break, and after that, Peter Whoops joins us on the Yellow Couches. Stick around. It's the biggest, the baddest,
And the most happening.
biggest show in the building is back again. Tell your mama, your granny, your father, your cousins, your
Everybody,
friends that
Joanna.
it's gonna be hip and happening right now through to the hour of 5. My name is Lama, ladies and gents, and it goes by the name of.
But flaky.
Yes, follow us on Twitter, it's Ekse_live. Follow us on Facebook, it's Ekse on Cape Town TV. That number, once again, 021 448 0448. A stellar show that we've got for you. Peter opened up the show, and he's also gonna be shutting it down, but we're not gonna let him do that without having a chat with him.
Wow, we're joined by Peter right now. Welcome on the show. Thank you so much for your incredible performance. I can see that US aura in you. It's happening. It's happening. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you
Let's
for
talk
having
about
me.
Peter and Rapes. You're born and raised in Pretoria, and then you fell in love with music at a very young age.
Yeah.
Where did the influence come from?
I want to say a lot of music that was playing on Channel O at the time.
Yeah.
Or J-Lo, TLC, like those were my jams. And I remember
Me, and I wonder why I'm not a musician today. How did you get that right? But anyways, carry on.
No, I remember like I used to steal my sister's pocket money to go buy like equipment and CDs and stuff like that, and I would sit in with the radio, like a
Yeah.
cassette pa, and I was like strumming my guitar, just forte and like just sing it, and then put paste it on
Yeah.
and make like a little cassette. And it was fun, like making
Yeah.
music at that age, and I started with guitar, violin, and a
Wow.
bunch of.
Were you
other-
self-taught when you started with guitar and violins?
No,
Yeah.
guitar class. Like
Yeah.
I took that because I had a crush on someone in school.
Oh, okay.
Needless to say, those were the pseudo straight days, I suppose,
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
anything. But
Yeah.
was someone I liked, and I couldn't even take the class with them because it was full by the time I signed up.
Oh,
So
pity.
it was a pity.
Yeah, Peter, we know that you've got notable achievements like nominations on multiple of music festival, film festivals rather, and you've raised substantial amounts of money for charities, Infinity, correct?
Infant Family.
Infant Family.
Yeah.
So tell us about Infant Family. What is that about?
So Infinite Family, for me, this was right after the time I had moved to the States now, and I was starting to perform, and I just released an EP. I wanted to find a way to give back to Abantu Balapikai, and what Infinite Family does is they pair children who've been affected by HIV/AIDS and have been orphaned, and they pair them with mentors, and so they do video mentoring on a weekly basis. And these mentors are from all over the world, and they develop relationships with abantwana, and
Yeah.
just to continue, encouraging them. They help them with homework. It's very interactive as well.
Yeah.
So that was something I really fell in love with, and it's mainly based in South Africa, but they want to branch up to sub-Saharan Africa as well, north. And it just moved me, and so I
Yeah.
did benefit concerts that raised funds for that, and it was fun too.
Okay, speaking of your achievements, mentioned that you had nominations, music festivals, and your music is charting UK and stuff like that. So how does it feel that ezinye indawo kwamanye amazwe, your work is being
Yeah,
recognized
celebrated.
rather than here at home?
I think it's nice to just be noted, because when you're an up-and-coming musician, you just want people to listen.
Yeah.
That's all you want, and it's very difficult to get an ear from anybody. I'm very grateful for, what happened in the UK where the music was being played in clubs, and it's just a nice feeling to know that people were jamming to it and
Yeah.
feeling it. And the music video nominations, like the Garden State Film Festival, the Berlin Motion Pictures Festival,
Wow.
that had nominated the music videos. I'm someone who likes to tell stories in music a lot. That's I find power in that, whether you're reading a story, whether it's music that you're listening to, whether there's something that's so incredibly profound where you can connect with someone on that level, because people can always relate to stories. And it's just nice that this story is getting heard, and I hope that people will continue reading the chapters that come.
Definitely, hopefully they will do that. But I want to talk about the fact that you are musically gifted. Most people who are musically gifted just sit there, they don't go beyond and polish their music, but you went on to polish your music career, you went on to, through education. Why was it so important for you to achieve that as a musician?
One of the reasons I went to the States, I took a gap year, and I was having such a difficult time convincing my dad that I want to study music and for him to pay for it. But I wanted to leave and do it because, you know, he wanted me to study something like accounting or science, and I'm like, you're gonna crush my soul, dude, like, because I'm Mulana. But I ended up leaving, and I ended up studying there in the States, playing on the organ. That was my concentration instrument, organ and singing, and being able to perform in that regard. And everything I have learned has like influenced whatever I've done. And it's interesting how little things that you don't think are connected, they somehow fall into place with each other. And yes, I did go and do that, and I still love performing classically. I still write a lot of South African choral music. I try to arrange it for choirs in the States, and having a couple of pieces published and doing clinics with them on how to perform the music, how to pronounce the text, etc. Because there's such a huge rise of African music, whether it's choral or pop music, you know, like bad tata, and people are like looking to Africa. So
would you say that you have an old soul? Because Banyabantu would be like,
gong now is the thing, hip hop is a thing.
You know?
Yeah, it's great. I love it for the purpose that it serves, like entertainment. I enjoy it. You'll find me on the dance floor in Jaipur, Moonshots, and I love the girls so much. So you know, so everything has its place. It's not what I write, and if I ever were to collaborate with someone and it just happened to work out.
Who would it be actually?
Actually, it would be Moonshots, and
Wow.
I hope you're listening.
Wow.
It's been.
That is, I didn't even think that you go that way.
No, really. Like, she's fantastic.
Yeah, she is fantastic.
She's fantastic. She's herself. She's so authentic, and
and that's what we
wanna
need
make that happen.
in the music industry. People are authentic, telling authentic African stories, because Africa is on the stage now. Everyone's looking at Africa. Speaking of your music, currently releasing a full-length album. Tell us a bit about that.
So the album that I released, this was 2017. When I released the album, recorded it in 5 days in Michigan. I took like time off of work, and we had done pre-production work to get ready, but went into studio, and all I did was sing for 5 days straight and craft this thing. You never know what you will get once you leave the studio ever, and it was a very liberating process, because it dealt with my personal freedoms that I was struggling to find, my self-expression in relationships that is always iffy just because we're people, and then finding my place in the world. And the title track of the album is called Let Me Go, which talks about the difficulties I've faced as a black person in the States, and then on top of that, the double whammy of being gay too. And so then when you have those two things like forcing you down, then how do you live your life and sing your song as a human being? And that is a song that's very deeply personal to me.
I would like to know how is the community receiving the album so far? Because I know you've released EPs before.
Yes, I have. I haven't really gotten much reviews on it, and I'm okay with that. I think people are sort of discovering it as I perform, and it's like, what is happening? Don't let it back up, because what's going on? And it's nice that it happens that way. It's more organic. In a way, I'm not in a rush to just like blast music and have it be played everywhere. I'm okay with.
Well, we're about to play it everywhere. We are on national TV right now. We've got your music videos. We saw you perform, and we're going to see you perform once more. So before we go to a musical break, I want to find out how was growing up in Pretoria, and how does it fare to being based at the US right now?
I was very young when we were in Pretoria. More than anything, my childhood was really clouded by my parents' divorce.
Yeah.
There was ugly, like they weren't even living together, and Yongelanda for many years. In fact, the divorce got finalized after I moved to the States, and that was a very long time. I have spent most of my adult life in the States, so it's. I think ndivutelwe pha like ndiphelelwe apha, but like I really ndavutelwe pha kwelaa cala, and
They made
it's
the
just-
pots happen.
yeah, they made the pot.
Yeah.
No, but it's interesting to just sort of watch how things sort of trickle from the States as well. Like, you know, I don't want to talk about politics, but the political climate there is it's not great. And then you see reflections of that throughout the world. You see music thriving there, and then like music thriving here in South Africa, and then you see that music happening there, or the influences. It's I'm more attentive, I think, as an adult now than I was as a child.
Okay, good stuff. We're not done with Peter right now, but it's time for us to take a quick musical break.
My favorite track, by the way.
Yo, it's the director's favorite track, don't worry. What is it? What's the
It's
title?
Questa Vurvai.
Goodbye. And when we return, there's more of Peter and more of those performances. Keep it locked, right here on Cape Town TV.
Back to it. Nkqubo sonke. This is Ekse right here on Cape Town TV, taking all the way until 5 p.m. We're still joined by the amazing. I'm sure 2019 is going to be his year. I am sure. Peter is still right here on the Yellow Couches. Any questions there for him? We are available on social media at Ekse_live, on Twitter and on Facebook. We are simply at Ekse on Cape Town TV.
Peter, you've worked with the likes of Mikey about Mixa Ingoma Zako. Mikey is known for working with Deborah Cox and Leona Lewis and Abanya Nabanya. How did that collaboration come about?
That collaboration came about through my promoter was like, let's do something with this particular song, Broken. It's difficult to decide which song to send to radio first, and you know, because the campaign and everything that follows. So she said, she connected me with Mikey, and from there on it was just like, okay, magic's happening, and then boom.
So is this a relationship that will have longevity? Are you still
I
looking
definitely hope so, because I would like to work with Mikey again.
Yeah, he's an amazing music producer.
Yeah.
And we didn't talk about the kind of sound that you make, because you have lots of music influence, I mean, like guitars, violins. How would you describe your sound to someone like me?
I think eclectic is what it would be. It's mainly rooted in pop, but with influences from the various aspects of my life.
Yeah.
And so, you know, on the album you'll find a ballad where I'm just sitting down with the piano, and that's just what you'll hear. And then the song that I performed earlier, Free Me, was one that just, you know, filled with a lot of grooviness, but influences from different styles of music as well. And then you get Ono Go, which is one we'll be closing with later. It's got a bit of a Caribbean twangish to it, but still very much rooted in pop. So I think I listen to a lot of different styles of music, and whatever it is that I can connect with that I like, then I think it's something that'll fly. And I hope people connect with that. I hate pigeonholing, you know, saying that I just do this and that, because it's not always like that. I think a great song will always be a great song regardless of how you produce it. You can perform it in the style of an R&B soul type thing. You can do it to a dance track. You know, it's always different.
Over the weekend, we'll perform Alexandra. For people who missed it and they wish to go and witness you on stage, what can they expect?
What can they expect? I like visual stuff. Music is consumed so visually nowadays. So I always try to pair up my performances with a kind of visual accompaniment that sort of complements what's happening on stage, just because you're trying to evoke a certain kind of emotion from your audiences. And there's always a little bit of something for everybody. I hope that they can enjoy. And otherwise, I mean, who cares? It doesn't matter.
For those who are looking forward to enjoying music, where do they consume?
Anywhere on social media. You can find it like YouTube, Facebook. There's little snippets on Instagram. You can definitely get it at iTunes, Deezer, the major digital music retail stores, and
it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Everywhere you go, you find Peter Knives.
I'm so excited to see him perform one more time. I've seen in music video that Free Me, it's out of this world. We're gonna showcase it right here on Ekse. Now, it's time for us to be on the other flip side. When we return, Peter shuts it down.
Yeah.
Oh, no, go. Cannot wait.
And yes, guys, Muyila for Cape Town TV. My name is Azmanz and this is Ekse live on Cape Town TV. As if I my question, but before I give you that, I would like to take this opportunity and say, yo, welcome to it, man. It's a new year, it's 2019, it's popping, it's groovy. And before this came, usinalo nolama bibike bahlala phansi ke nomfana ukuthiwa nguPeter. And uPeter ke yena usuka ngapha eMelika, but he was born in South Africa. And man, talented young man. What you say now?
He's absolutely talented. It was a pleasure sitting down with Peter, man. I must say the music industry is currently growing. It's getting bigger each and every year. What a good thing, man, to listen to something new from Peter. If you want to interact with him, to make sure you follow him right now on his social media platforms. He's, of course, at Peter Knips on Twitter, Facebook, and, of course, on Instagram. But before we check out what you guys are currently saying on Twitter and on Facebook, remember last year we had presenter search watch on Cape Town TV. Hundreds of hopefuls came here hoping to join the team. Well, okay, we're going to show you what went down on Cape Town TV presenter search special, which will be kicking off this coming Thursday at 4 p.m. If you want to see your favorites, what they did, how they did it, to make sure you tune in right on Cape Town TV channel 263 at 4 p.m. as we bring you nothing but the best of the presenter search. But right now, let's check out what are you saying on social media. Hashtag Tuesday. It's what as the hashtag for the day. We've got at Tony_Tesh on Twitter, Ekse_live, saying looking for something new, something positive each and every day. Even in some days, you have to look a little harder than choose to be happy. Hashtag Tuesday. And then I've got Ufelishia at Simbongiseni_full, say hashtag Tuesday. Lord, you keep on keeping me. I thank you. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to you, Mukhal. Happy birthday to you. And then I've got another good one from Miss Caroline saying, life gave me lemons and I chose to make lemonade out of them. Hashtag Tuesday. But right now, keep those tweets coming at Ekse_live on Twitter and on Facebook at Ekse on Cape Town TV. Let's check out what's happening on the other side with Sazamanza.
Anyway, speaking about choosing, today I choose me. Y'all, I choose me. Anyways, and also biggest thing that has to hit the Western Cape theaters, one theater, and it's one of the biggest production that I'm very, very looking forward to go see it. It's called the Hairspray Music Cast out here. Because yes, Musum Ekse, we always bring you the best on this side of the world because we're the best youth show on the mother city. Guys, welcome to the show.
Hey, you guys sound so excited. I'm very excited now.
So anyways, let's take this opportunity to introduce yourself. Who are you and what role do you play?
So I'm Simone, my name is Simone Yetling, and I'm in the ensemble for the play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi there, my name is Jared Shadler and I am one of the co-choreographers of the show and I'm also part of the ensemble.
Hi there guys, I'm Simlindi Lekosi. I'm 19 years old and I'm part of the ensemble.
Hi, I'm Christina and I'm playing Tracy Turnblad in Hairspray and I'm 18.
Hey Tracy.
Hi everyone, I'm much older than that. I'm 21. They say 21, I say a little older. I'm the director of the show, Neil Leachman.
Amazing. So you guys are very young. I'm so glad to see young people taking over the world, becoming part of theater production at a very young age, because some of us realize that they want to be TV presenters at the age of 30, but that's fine. You guys are part of this amazing theater production and you're so young. I want to hear it from you, Simone. How long have you been in theater?
Hectic. I think I first fell in love with theatre when I was about 12, down there. But I've kind of been involved in the arts since like the age of 4.
Yeah.
So I mean, all kind of school productions, high school productions. This is my first outside of school production.
Yeah.
So I mean, I've performed on Artscape before, which is amazing. But this is my first kind of like musical out of school. So I'm very excited.
So Christina, I just want to know from your side, when you first heard about, especially about you joining the team, what were your thoughts?
Oh my gosh, so I actually have loved Hairspray ever since I was a really small girl. So it was actually not even getting the lead was the biggest thing, but just getting into the production itself, because Hairspray is such a fun production
man.
to be a part of, and I think everyone can say it here that we have a blast every time we have a rehearsal. So that was, I was so shocked when I found out that I got even just a role in Hairspray itself.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm sure Teresa, working with young people is not an easy task, not an easy job with working, especially coming straight from high school, and then you're joining this amazing, there's so much excitement in there. How do you find working with these incredible young people within the production, such a big production?
The innate part of working with youngsters is they come with their own energy. You don't have, working with older actors and that kind of thing, you have to enthuse them, get them to get the movements going on stage. Whereas these guys, they get on the stage, they just do whatever they want to with the energy and enthusiasm.
Yeah.
And what's nice about the musical is the music is so much fun, and it is so up-tempo and exciting, and they just love it.
Yeah.
As soon as the music goes, I can be warming up or something, they just all start dancing and start singing. It, it doesn't really matter what goes on.
Yeah, you just mentioned right now, Derek just mentioned that now, that there's an element of music into it, but an element of acting. What is the storyline? What is the Hairspray about?
Okay, cool. So Hairspray follows the story of a girl called Tracy Turnblad, based in Baltimore, in America, in the year 1962. So obviously we live now in 2019, so 1962 is quite a while ago. So it just follows the story of Tracy Turnblad and her, like, it's crazy, it really relates almost to an apartheid setting here in South Africa, and that's why I think a Cape Town audience is really, really gonna enjoy the show. But it follows Tracy on a journey of, on the idea of integration and bringing different race groups together throughout the entire musical. From the get-go, we see this almost split world of a story, and then as the narrative goes through, as the story comes along through song, through beautiful music, through amazing dance numbers, through incredible acting, we see how integration then becomes the name of the game.
In this production, I understand you are responsible for all the moves. All right. So please tell me how your experience on it. So far, how is it going for you?
At first, I'll be completely honest, I was very nervous. It's actually like, this is my choreographer debut on a musical outside of high school. So at first I was very nervous, but I'm gonna say, and I totally like it's been a life-changing experience, and it's been so much fun to work with everyone. Like I have a whole friend groups. They're up there now. Friend groups are up there. And it's been an absolutely incredible process. A lot of people came to me at the beginning saying, "Oh, Jared, I can't dance. I'm like, I got you. And now look at them. And now look at them all being stars, performing and giving it their all.
That sounds amazing. Simlindile, you have to speak as well, because you've been sitting there listening to each and every. It's your turn to speak. I want to know, how are you preparing for such a big stage? How are you preparing? Because Artscape is very big, the production is very big. As a young person, how are you preparing to entertain us as the audience? What can we expect in February?
Well, this is my debut on the Artscape stage, and it's very big, like you said. What I'm doing at the moment is actually just taking notes from my director, from my choreographer, just learning from experienced people and being humble enough to say, I don't know what to do, but I will give you my heart, my soul, my energy, and just to understand that it's about giving when you get onto the stage and not taking, and actually being in the space of really just connecting in where you are. That's actually what I learned from my director.
Man, guys, first of all, I'm proud of y'all. I just gotta put it out. I'm proud of you guys.
But before we let it go, I want to know, they're young, there's so many young people out there who would love to get into theater. How is this production going to change the mindset of young people out there? Because some people are like, theater, I just want to be on TV. Don't want to go to theater. I want to be a star. I want to be famous. How do you guys are hoping to change the mindset of young people just like me?
I think amateur theatre is a very good place to start, because it allows people access to high quality theatre productions. And I think that's very important, because someone who's coming out of school, they see the professional world, they go and study acting, and then it's always that step ahead of you. You always battle. Whereas you get onto an amateur theatre production stage and you have the opportunity to be involved in something that is real and that goes onto a pro stage, but that is so much fun. And I think that, that is inspiring in itself, because you know Christina's friends are going to say, hey, there's my buddy on the stage, I can go and, you know, I can go and do my thing with her sometime. And that's what's important. People identifying and being part of the experience.
If there's anything, that one thing you've learned throughout the whole production, what's that? Just one.
Simone?
Simone.
Hey, another hectic one.
I give you classics, hey?
I think, well, communication has been definitely a big one.
Okay.
But also just respect, because I've always had a kind of sense of respect for theatre. But this has kind of just opened my eyes to see how kind of in-depth theatre itself goes as an art. There's so much that goes into one play and one musical. I mean, with the recordings, with everything.
Well, guys, thank you so much. It was an honor having you on the show. Wait for you guys to enter the big stage. Do us proud. We're looking forward to watch you on stage. Thank you so much, guys, and good luck.
Thank you.
And right now, this is that time where we go straight down into what's popping, what's trending, and you know, we got you.
Trending news.
And ke sibuyile apha emakhaya ke igama lami ndingusazi. I'm not alone namhlanje ndihamba nayo ibhot flicky. We are flicking out here. It's a pretty boy
2019, man. We have to flag.
Yeah. Anyways, speaking about that, you know, people like me, you know, we hang out on Friday, right? You know, Friday evening, you know, it's kupholile kugrand. And then there's a video that's circulating the whole internet because it broke the internet. And apparently Nomuzi is in the car accident. Yay, and then everybody's just circulating the video and all of that, and I'm out here like, what's happening in here? So there's a video that has been trending and broke the internet in South Africa. But let me school you a little bit of what really actually went down. Volkswagen, which is VW, and there's a company called Drive Dry. They have a campaign that has been, you know, that involved Nomuzli, Nomuzi Mapena, and the whole thing was to school South Africans onto not driving and drinking in South Africa, which is one of the biggest problems that we have. And the partnership was formed between the three parts, Volkswagen, Drive Dry, and Nomuzi Mapena, and it created a whole conversation about drinking and driving in South Africa. What do you think?
Oh man, I think for me that the intentions were very good. It's just that, and also the video was there to actually bottle up emotions. And so South Africans need to chill. That was good. The video, I love the video. Now I was also ahead, but yeah, man, the campaign was good.
But anyways, in case you did not see the video, I'm about to play it out for you, so you better go check it out.
Let's check the video quickly.
Is the year that Nomuzi Mapena Music finally signs people. So this is like a call to action right now. If you're a singer, dancer, rapper, and you feel like you can be the star that my label is looking for, I need you to come up. So if you know any singers, dancers, rappers, DJs who can sing, dance, and rap.
Yo, that's what happened, guys. We all thought Nomuzi was gone, but he's still alive. Guys, stop worrying about celebrities. They will do whatever it takes to make sure Uguti they trend on social media. But I must say, the intentions were very good. But on the other side, speaking of things that were trending, actually, some children, we all know children got back to school last week. Some children have been turned away from no-fee school fees because their parents cannot afford to pay an upfront fee. The parent of a child at Solomon Mahlangu Primary School, Ekse, told Ground Up that she had to pay 400 registration fee, otherwise her child wouldn't get to esikolweni. When Uvuyoka Sibobokyane, an EE volunteer, visited the school, the principal told her that the decision was made by the of course, by the SGB. They took that decision that they have to pay 400. And also, however, Jessica Shalva, spokesperson of the Western Cape Education MEC, Debbie Sheffer, confirmed that no fee paying schools were not allowed to ask parents to pay for registration fee, guys. So guys, you can never ask for anyone to pay for registration fee if your school is not about paying fees. That is not allowed. That is unfair. We all deserve education.
Speaking about education, speaking about fees and everything that has to evolve around that, let me take this opportunity and say thank you to the South African education. On a good note, though, that sign language is officially one of the South African official languages right now, and also in 2018 there was in 2018 it was also on the national certificate. So that for me, I think it gives a lot of deaf people an opportunity, or just the confidence to feel like they're included in the country. And right now they can actually sit on a table and write their matric, which is one of the amazing things that happened in 2018.
While on the other side, something that has been trending throughout December and January is the Clifton Beach. It trended throughout social media. We all love going there and having some fun, right? Because the beach looks beautiful. While a full-scale investigation into allegation against professional proactive alternative, the PPA and the Clifton Fourth Beach is still underway after the private security industrial regulation received additional statement from eyewitness about something that happened at Clifton Beach. Well, if you know more about those stories, make sure you go online right now and check out what went down at Clifton. Someone saw something in there.
And what went down at Clifton? It was Clifton Fort. I was there at
You
Clifton
were there?
the day before. I was like, oh man.
I thought you were there on the day.
No, I was not. Anyways, let's talk more on the other side of this.
It's actually audition clips, the funny things that happened there. I cannot wait to check what happened.
Me too.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to the world's music. All right. Hello, everyone. All right.
And that's it from me, Upalisa, and the greatest music show in the land. Hype it up. Bye.
To everyone, I'm Musa Nkwane, and you tuned into Ekse on Cape Town TV. And I have a very important announcement. For the next hour, we'll be counting down South Africa's latest music videos, and I want you guys to sit back, buckle up, and have fun, because I'm counting the best songs in the country.
You heard that. That's DJ Dimple X?
No. Dimply Infected.
Dimply Infected?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. That is all that we've got for you. We hope you enjoyed the show. Cheers.
This guy has a job. Why do you want my job now?
Well, I don't want the job actually, but I want to do your job and like be part of the presenting team
for UCT Radio. So I really love this industry. I've been bitten by the bug, as they say.
You think you should be the next Excel Live TV presenter? These guys didn't hear what he said. In English, when he said Tanda says, I like eyes. So he likes eyes. Of course. Well, guys, some of us take Capstar to Belleville, Belleville to Wynberg. This girl doesn't know that life because she's got a driver that drives her all around. My line.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good. You look amazing. The fashion is there. Are you always like this?
You gotta look the part, not always like this, but I mean, when you wake up, we woke up like this. That's how it is.
Does Ekse play and what time?
Oh my word, I don't have DSTV at Kai. I'm so sorry. I have no idea. It's at 4 though. I know it's at 4, but yeah.
There you have it, guys. We just tuned right now. The question is, where have you been? What an amazing show it was. It was an amazing Tuesday. Thank you so much for choosing us to be your source of edutainment. What an incredible show it was. A big shout out to all of our studio guests for coming through and giving us a source of knowledge, some performances, some hairspray. A lot happened right here on the show. And a big shout out to Usaz and, of course, I am Lamamon for joining me, of course, in the show for deliver an amazing show for you. But before we go, before we let him perform, we have gifts to give away. It's 2019. We have plenty of gifts to give away. I've got these 2 incredible CDs to give just to you. That's how much I love you. If you want to win these 2, the question is, which international producer did Peter Nips work on this amazing album? Go on Facebook at Ekse on Cape Town TV in order to win these two incredible cities. Answer that question and you might find your answer and you might find yourself be the owner of these two amazing cities. My name is Lalo J, better known as Ubutfliki. An amazing show it was. Catch us tomorrow, same time, same place, right here on Cape Town TV. But right now, Peter Nips alongside with Chester and Beline, they're standing by to give us an amazing super performance. These two are Cape Town's most fabulous dancers, by the way. From myself, I'm out of here. Take it away.
Thank you.
Spinning round in my head, I'm thinking about the things that you said. Swung me along like the cat that never can get the one, so I sat in my hat. Oh, said you weren't worth my time, I did it right, I gave it a good try. Now it's time to say bye-bye, pick up your lies and get out of my life. I'm thinking about you, no, it's best if you just go. You're not wanted anymore, this playground is closed. I'm thinking about you, no, it's best if you just go. You're not wanted anymore, this playground is closed. I wish you well, cause it's just how I am. I also wish that you learn a lesson that breaks your heart into a million pieces and deal with feelings that you don't wanna feel. Maybe then that's when you'll grow a pair. Maybe then that's when you'll start to care. Learn respect, treat people right, and maybe you won't get these blessings. And oh, I'm thinking about you, no, it's best if you just go. You're not wanted anymore, this playground is closed. I'm thinking about you, no, it's best if you just go. You're not wanted anymore, this playground is closed. Check it. Too many times these boys have quoted me and left me high and dry, flapping in the wind, flapping gums just like a poltergeist. Of course I was just mirroring the noisy version of what you did. You dare to ask me what? Coward boy, don't you see? You go, it's fine, a trick that never spoke his mind. Didn't care to try, wasted something that was much more valuable than money. Boy, you took my time, now you're back. Coward boy, pretty please, go ahead and be gone. You really think you're all that? With his slick and greasy hair, thinking that you can charm your way back. Don't you dare keep acting like a little boy playing with your little toy. Like, get the heck out of my life, ain't gonna temper F-boys. Right now I really need you, and obviously want you to get the heck out of my face. So baby, sashay away, back your flat out. It's something gone no more. This playground's closed, you're not wanted anymore. Playground is closed. Tell him, boy, bye. Alright, I need you to help me tell him, boy, bye. Tell him, boy, bye. Tell him, boy, bye. Tell him, John Dean. Tell him, rubbish. Tell him, boy, bye. Sit anymore.
Okay, to close off the show, Peter Names, bye bye.
Anyways, yo, thank you so much for choosing us as your source of entertainment for today. My name is Sazimans. I'm not alone with Blue Freaky Booty.
Definitely,
what
man.
What are we doing? What's happening on Thursday?
Thursday is a prisoner search, a special right here in Cape Town TV at 4 p.m. If you want to see Uputu wako, Sisu wako that came in audition, to make sure you tune in. It kicks off this Thursday. I cannot wait to see all the funny moments, all the great moments, all the tears, everything.
I don't want to see the tears, but 2019 is looking pretty, so make sure you join us. Again, we're doing this thing tomorrow.
Same time, same place, we're going to Cape Town TV. Other than that, Repeat is playing tomorrow at 7 a.m. in the morning. Other than that, we out of here, man. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. Yeah, bye-bye.
Says, I like eyes. So he likes eyes. Of course. Well, guys, some of us take Capstad to Belleville, Belleville to Wynberg. This girl doesn't know that life because she's got a driver that drives her all around. My line.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good. You look amazing. The fashion is there. Are you always like this?
You gotta look the part, not always like this, but I mean, when you wake up, we woke up like this. That's how it is.
Does Ekse play and what time?
Oh my word, I don't have DSTV at Kai. I'm so sorry. I have no idea. It's at 4 though. I know it's at 4, but yeah.